referred to as the 1003. The Uniform Residential Loan Application, the 1003. So if you're talking to a wholesaler or your processor or your manager and they say, hey, you know, we want to look at the 1003, they're talking about the loan application. And why do they call it a 1003? Who cares? Fannie Mae calls it a 1003. It's their form number. So everyone has adopted 1003.
Is this in our book?
All right, we're going to start at the very top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through every block of this application form. They have recently revised it to a 5-page form. When I started out in this business back in the, when was that? Bless you. It was in the late 70s. Is that when I started out in this business? Late 70s? Probably. It was a 2-page form. It is now swelled to 5 pages. Okay. Although they shrunk it down, now it's a legal size, letter size instead of legal. So, okay. We're going to go through every block. Now, what I want to do in each of these blocks is I'm going to tell you what goes in it. Okay. But more importantly, I'm going to tell you what some key areas of this application are, how you can deal with certain issues, and what's going to speed up your processing and closing pace. Because that's what you want. You don't want to take a loan application and have to wait 60 days or 70 days to close. You want to take a loan application and close it in a few weeks. Now, typically when loans don't close very fast, it's because somehow it didn't start out with a very good loan application. I'm going to try to speed that process up. Because the faster you can get loans through, the more dough you make, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. And that's what we're here to do. All right. So, the first part is a display or notification to the borrower that they sign, and basically says certain things like I'm in a community property state, blah blah blah. These certain things that you can check off in that text area, and they sign that at the final application, or when they're ready to sign the complete application. But let's go down and start talking about some of the other areas, beginning with the type of mortgage being applied for. All right, here's the selection. We have VA, FHA, we have conventional, we have USDA. I always find that comical. USDA prime loan. Okay. That's that. By the way, it didn't used to always say that. They just changed that not all that long ago. Okay, the USDA loan is what's called the Farmers Home Administration loan, if anyone's familiar with it. Okay, what that is that's a loan non-urban. Residential loan, so a rural residential loan.